I am Slick Nick, the living legend of hair loss, your personal hairline hero, and of course the red pill pusher of hair loss. Is this my first official hair video of 2021? I think it might be. As I have got a shorter version of my haircut, which is the Pompadour Undercut, it's closer to about an inch and a half at this point, which makes me look like Bert from Sesame Street until I fix it. So with this hairstyle, I can't rely as much on the wave of my hair as I can when it's just a half inch longer, 2.5 or 2 inches or 2.5. So it's been a week now since I've got my hair cut, the shorter version. In fact, the shortest version I've ever had of the Pompadour Undercut. So yesterday when I fixed my hair, I used a blow dryer and a comb, and I found that was actually better for this shorter version. So this is only my second time to use a blow dryer and a comb for this shorter version. But let's go ahead and do this thing, and I'll show you how I fix my hair in case that's something that you are wanting to learn about. So I did just get out of the shower a little bit. So my hair definitely looks messy. Some would say that's a sign of balding. Some would say it's a cowlick. I would say it's just a sign of my hair being a little bit thinner on top. And hairstyle is almost everything when it comes to being in a situation like me. As long as I have the right hairstyle, it's not a big deal. But it's taking a little bit of extra moisture out of there. But what I'm going to do is use this blow dryer and a comb just to kind of give it some form and shape. So here we go. I guess I will use the fine tooth. Here we go. That's all I'm going to do for that. Because like I said, when it's longer, I can really ride the waves as far as making that work for me. But with it being shorter, I'm going to go with this. I have several types of pomade, but this is Woodley Thickening Fiber Paste for fine and thinning hair. So I love the overall consistency of this and the smell. The smell is important to me, which a month ago I had COVID and lost my sense of smell. If you want to learn how I got it back, I've made videos about that. So I go so low on this. I don't like to use a lot of pomade. And I also don't like to put it through all of my hair because again, it is thinner on top. So I don't want to accentuate that. So what I do, and there was a guy named Maxwell Smart, he was a barber who would watch all my videos and kind of give me input. And he actually was the one who taught me to do it this way. So I'm really just reinforcing the sides is all I'm really doing, so that the hair kind of gets pushed upwards to give the appearance of more volume. And then I'm just barely kind of touching that front there, just reinforcing what I've already combed. I mean, that's pretty much it. That would be me fixing my hair. So for example, when I do the next video, when I shoot it and it's gonna be something like vote, do I have a widow's peak or male pattern baldness, you will be able to know that, okay, that's what it looks like, you know, in a different room minutes later. So yeah, that's all there really is to it. If I really wanted to, I could run the comb through it again up front. I tend to do that sometimes when it's the longer version, but I feel really this is all there is to it. I mean, I can fix my hair in like less than 30 seconds very easily. So let's take one last look here at this hairstyle. So a week ago, I got it a 1.5 guard. And actually, now that I think of it, yeah, it's 1.5 inches on top. So 1.5, 1.5, 1.5 guard, 1.5 inches on top. It is a disconnected Pompadour Undercut, but there is no hard part. So there you go. Remember, I am one of the few people on the planet, actually the first and only person on the planet who has successfully been able to come up with a method to predict if you are going to go bald. You have to ask yourself 5 questions, all 5. Don't focus on just one, and don't ask yourself any other questions. And don't ask me if you're gonna go bald. I'm passing that torch to you to be intelligent and mature enough to watch the video below. Ask yourself the 5 questions, which overall will estimate whether you'll be bald by age 35, which is the most important age to determine this. And then you can tell me the answer if you're gonna go bald. Don't ever ask me, don't ever ask to send me a picture of your hair. No, I want you to be a man. I want you to grow up and become mature and intelligent and confident. Do it yourself. DIY. And most importantly, after you determine whether you're going to go bald or not by age 35, also in that same video, there are 10 things that society judges you on whether they determine you are attractive. Hair is not one of those things. In fact, all 10 things are things you have control over. Your hair, not so much. Also, as a mature man who's almost 40, I think I'd rather focus on what I can control, especially when it actually holds more value than something that younger guys obsess about, whether they'll go bald or not. It's all in the video right here. Click it, watch it, comment, but do not ask me if you're going bald. Tell me the answer. 5 things, all 5. Don't ask questions beyond those 5, only the 5. Tell me if you're going bald, never ask me. That's how you would gain my respect.